See like one little stone, she'd be like.
Actually, I went outside. Okay.
We go get some fresh air.
So these are the area formulas that you should be familiar with. Square, you know from elementary. Triangle, you know from elementary. Rectangle and parallelogram. Well, rectangle was elementary. Parabolic picked up parallelogram in 6th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, somewhere in there. Rhombus may be new to some of you. So it's half the product of the diagonals. Okay. So I don't have to teach you how to find area and perimeter. You guys know that. But now we're going to do it as it relates to the coordinate plane. So what I'd like you to do is sketch the figure and then talk me through it. What do you think we need to do? Go. Okay, so this is a nice little triangle, and it's easy to see everything we need to see, isn't it? We can easily count the distance for AB. So when we're finding the perimeter, it's the length of AB plus the length of BC plus the length of AC. And AB, we don't even have to use the distance formula. Count it. What is the length of AB?
8.
8.
Wow.
Now, for BC and AC, these are diagonal lines. And when they're not horizontal or vertical, we're going to have to use the distance formula. But since we have it on graph paper already, you can count, you can triangulate it and count it this way. So, what is this distance? 5.
5.
What is this distance?
4.
4. So this would be the square root of 5 squared plus 4 squared. What is 25 plus 16?
41.
Good. So AC has a length of the square root of 41. Well, let's come over and do this one. Oh, look at there. It's the same, isn't it? So what will it be? The square root of 41. Now, the square root of 41 simplified?
No.
Nope. So all we can do to simplify the perimeter is because we have 2 square roots of 41, we would write it as 2 roots of 41. And were we given a unit? No, so we'll just say units. Okay, now let's go to the area of this one. Area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2, or half base times height. Well, the base of this triangle, I'm going to call A, B. I'm going to let this be the base, and let this, which is perpendicular to the base, be the height. Does everybody see that? Probably should have changed. Here, I'll put it on green and see if that's easy. Oh, yeah, that's better. Do y'all see that that could be the base and the height? All right. Now, the base is easy to find. We've already counted it already. What did we say the length of AB was? 8. And it should be quite simple to count the height because it is this vertical segment. What is the height? 5. So the area is half of 40, and half of 40 is?
20.
20. And so area is always measured in square units. So we would say square units. Any questions about number 1? Okay, please graph number 2. appears to be a rhombus, doesn't it?
Yep.
And in the problem, it called it a rhombus. So that's good that it appears to be a rhombus. All right, so for perimeter, because it's a rhombus, and they told us. If they didn't tell us, we couldn't take this shortcut. But because they told us it's a rhombus, don't we know the length of every side is the same?
Yes.
So couldn't we do 4 times one of the sides? Because they're all the same. So you pick one of these sides and find the length of it.
Why would it be 4? Why would it be 4 root 29? So 4 times 29.
It's 4 times square. It is 4 square roots of 29. 4 times the square root of 29. When you put them side by side, it means times.
I thought it would just be.
Well, DE is the square root of 29, and EF is the square root of 29, and FG is the square root of 29, and DG is the square root of 29. So there are 4 square roots of 29 to give us the entire perimeter of the entire rhombus. Okay? Now, this is the one formula you may not be as familiar with, but the area of a rhombus can be found by multiplying the products of the 2 diagonals. All right, so what is the distance? What is EG? How long is EG? EG is 1, 2, 3, 4. Does everybody see that? 4. And what is the length of DF, our other diagonal? 10. And we do half the product. Half of 40 is 20. So the area of this rhombus is 20 square units. Okay, do you think you can try number 3 on your own? I think you can. You try.
When are you gonna put our grades on the field test?
I'm taking my grade book home with me today and entering everything. Yeah. And I'm also going to grade your little thing from yesterday. I hope everybody
While it's snowing. Yeah, I just don't like having a blank spot on campus.
for class that you know that you're doing well in.
Yeah.
Understandable.
It's just like, you understand what I'm talking about.
I'm with you. I understand.
I don't understand this.
Okay. Did you get a perimeter of 8 roots of 5?
Yep, I did.
Okay, I heard a no, so I will do it. Did you get an area of 20 square units?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, guys, I'm not real sure how this has happened, but the area is not always 20. I'm not real sure how I made up 3 different problems and made the area of every one of them 20. That is not what always happens. Okay, so let's take a look at this so that I make sure we all understand. So W is here. X is 2, 4, 5. Z is 4, 1. Excuse me, Y is 4, 1, and Z is 0, -1. Okay, so this is a square. That was terrible. That's a terrible looking square, but this is a square. And so we know if we find the length of one side, isn't that the same for all of them?
Yep.
And so I can use the distance formula, or since I have the graph, I can go, ooh, this is up 2, this is over 4, and do 2 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. So I'm going to have to take the square root of that to give me that Wx. And so this is 20. 4 plus 16 is 20. And the square root of 20 simplifies to 2 roots of 5. But there's 2 roots of 5 plus 2 more plus 2 more plus 2 more, which makes 8 roots of 5. And an area of a square is just the length of the side squared. Well, do you see that a side is the square root of 20? So if we did area is side squared, wouldn't that do square root of 20 squared? What happens to the square and square root?
Oh, yeah.
They cancel. Okay? All right. Number 4 is probably the easiest one on the page. It'll be our last U try. Please find the area and perimeter of that rectangle. Okay, when you're ready, look up, see if you got it right. Those of you that were not here today, I am posting today's notes and tonight's homework on the website just for you. So if you'll take a look at that, it's under Unit 7. If you'll take a look at that, print those out just for you. They'll be there.
Because it'll be snowing.
And we'll talk to y'all later.